starting my persuasion speech on illegally downloading music. Okay, 81% of you said that you download music illegally, and 63% of you said you have purchased music online before. Of that 63%, 70% of you download music illegally but still purchase music online before. The music downloading phenomenon has spread throughout the world. The Recording Industry Association of America is extremely concerned about illegal downloading from the internet. The RIAA believes that decreasing CD sales are caused directly by illegally downloading. As a result, the RIAA began using controversial methods to attempt to combat the problem. It has been pursuing lawsuits against average citizens who it believes have obtained music through illegal downloading. The RIAA blames these music owners for the losses incurred by the RIAA and its members. However, a look at the facts tells a very different story and indicates that the methods used by the RIAA to combat illegal downloading are not solving their problem. In order to understand how we got to this point, we must look back to the beginning of the music downloading phenomenon, Napster. Napster was an online music sharing service started in June of 1999 by Sean Fanning. It was the first commonly used music sharing system on the internet. While it was not a true peer-to-peer network, as the content was stored on a central network of servers, the actual transfer and sharing of files occurred directly between individual users' machines. Why did people use Napster to download music for free? Users of the Napster service said that the music industry had let them down, only publishing a few hit songs per CD and leaving the rest of the album with filler. Napster users that had purchased CDs have made them available to other Napster users through file sharing service. Then, a Napster user could selectively download specific songs that they liked after artists they enjoyed listening to without having to commit to buying the entire CD. In essence, the Napster users were sharing their music. This, however, constitutes blatant copyright infringement. Infringement occurs when someone produces a work that is subject to copyright protection without authorization. The individuals that were the recipients of the shared music were violating the copyright protection of the artists and the record companies, getting copyright protected materials without paying for it. The music industry spread a copyright infringement suit against Napster in 2001. Napster was found liable for copyright infringement because it facilitated the downloading of music and was shut down. Interestingly, an examination of the RIAA's marketing and sales charts shows that the real decrease in CD sales actually began after Napster ceased operating. In fact, during the 2.5 years that Napster was operating, CD sales increased over $500 million from what they were in 1998. Since 2001, CD sales have continued to decrease steadily. In an effort to cut expenses and increase profits since 2001, the music industry has continually reduced the amount of music released each year. However, they have continued to increase their legal expenses. The practice of filing lawsuits against average citizens continues unabated. Perhaps the music industry should spend more money developing talent and less on suing the consumers whose business it conveys. These lawsuits are not a successful business model for increasing their lagging profit. In fact, they are very cost-intensive and bring very little return. These lawsuits are generally not very profitable. Many, if not most, the individuals the RIAA has pursued are not only unable to afford an attorney to defend themselves, but are unable to pay any money judgment award against them. As a result, in most instances, these cases do not go to court. Instead, they are settled for a few $100s, most likely less than the cost of bringing the lawsuit. The music industry is making money. While its profits might not be as large as they would like, the problem is not so much that illegal downloading is causing a decrease in sales, but rather the fact that the number of new releases greatly exceeds the number of releases that are played on the radio. other words, only an extremely small percentage of music gets airplay today. People are simply not being exposed to the same amount of new music they were years ago, when music directors and DJs created the playlist and gave more new artists airplay. Today, radio stations' playlists are formatted by the marketing and advertising departments of large corporations. The majority of music played on today's airwaves in the same generic sound that has been recycled time after time. Additionally, CD prices are at extreme highs, in some cases $15 or more, while iTunes sells the exact same content for $9.99. It is a fundamental principle of economics that when the same product is available from two different sources at differing prices, the price selling it for less will have greater sales. So really, they're spending more money filing lawsuits on people who are downloading music illegally. And in conclusion, as preparing my speech on illegally downloading music, I illegally downloaded all these songs and have yet to get caught.